Good morning. It is morning time here. It's 8:30 a.m. in Wakanai. It's minus 5 degrees Celsius, and I'm going to the station. There's a bus that leaves from there that goes to what is actually Japan's northernmost point at Cape Sōya. There's a cape near here. It's about an hour away from here by bus. Ooh. And it doesn't run all that often, a few times a day, but there's only one that works into my schedule. And the reason I hope that's running today on these strange snowy roads, been snowing all night off and on, because that will arrive back at the station at noon, and then at 1 o'clock I want to take a train back down from Wakanai all the way down to Sapporo. But I've noticed this morning that lots of trains around Asahikawa are canceled today. So I have to go to the station, figure out all of this. Today I'm attempting to make it to the true northern point of land in Japan, Cape Sōya, outside the city of Wakanai in Hokkaido. The problem is that the snowy road conditions don't seem all that inviting or even possible for an hour-long ride on a rickety little local bus. Plus, this long trip around Hokkaido in winter has worn me down to exhaustion. I may not make it. But could you get this close to arguably the most dramatic bus ride in all of Japan? Here it is! To a majestic little cape buffeted by fierce Siberian winds and not go? There's also a special ticket I can buy for the bus, according to the internet, where if I buy a round-trip ticket from here to Soya, I get a discount. Tourist Information Center is not open yet. The JR guy said the 1 p.m. train was still on, although the weather could change that. I went ahead and bought the train ticket for later and went outside to wander around Wakanai during a sudden snowstorm, as seen in last week's video. I was a bit exhausted and not sure I was in good enough condition to go to the Cape at all. I may not make it to the Cape today. I'm getting kind of worn out. Back at the station, I had to make a tough decision. It's about 9:05, 9:10. The bus leaves at 9:30. I see the office for the bus company. It's not the tourist office, it's another office, and they're probably open now. And I have to ask myself, am I really feeling up to this? I'm not feeling at my best. Something's up. I think I need a break. I need a rest. The sun came out. It's a sign. すいません。今日宗谷岬までラウンドトリップキープありますか？はい、一番。はい、ありがとうございます。
このバスは宗谷岬折印経由浜頓別ターミナル行きです。現在Wakkanai停止所へ、または旭川地方を検索。
We have to wait for 2 people from the train station. A taxi has just pulled up, so maybe that's these 2 people. For various reasons, I might advise against making real tight plans here in this part of Japan. Okay, we made it. We are 4 minutes late, 3 minutes late. I mean, that's perfectly on time as far as I'm concerned. For those roads, it was an insane ride. But the driver was kind of careful. He had a very good balance of trusting his tires and the road surface, which I don't know why, and also being careful when he needed to be careful and kind of going slow and stuff like that. Anyway, I apologize if the wind noise is too much. I've got the scarf on over the microphone, which is under my shirt. I hope that blocks the wind. But here it is, the monument at the northern tip of Japan, northern tip of Hokkaido, Cape Sōya, one of Earth's great extreme points. So I've got 40 minutes here, about 40 minutes, 30 minutes now, for lining up, getting your photo op, and I'm definitely going to do that. And looking around the area, communing with the seagulls. And by the way, I was feeling a little bit dodgy earlier, but seem to feel fine now. That bus ride somehow made me feel better. Like everything around here in this part of Japan, it's in Japanese and English and Russian. Japan's northernmost point monument, and Chinese and Korean. Kind of waiting for my turn to kind of climb up and do something on video. Next stop, Siberia, not that far away. And this is close enough for that Siberian air to be blowing way across here. That's why it looks like footage you see from the top of Mount Everest here. We're all being blown by the snow and the wind and the ice. The mascot of Wakanai City, Rinzo, is based on this guy. This is the actual Rinzo, the guy who explored Sakhalin Island, which is out there a ways away, and kind of before it was Russia's island. Pretty cool frozen area explorer. So I was here in 2005. I came here in the summertime with my then girlfriend, and it was real nice. It was like the evening time. And ever since then, I thought, wait, that place is open in like winter. Winter, what would it be like to go there in winter? And here we are, we're actually here. We're here. By the way, the mask is just for warmth. All right, my turn. Okay, I did it. I put my other hat on, trying to keep my scarf from blowing into the ocean. And here I am, the top of Japan. Doesn't get any more remote and crazy than this. The Siberian air is blowing me, and this is fantastic. Thank you, Hokkaido. This is the crest of the trip. Beautiful and perfect. Northernmost point of Japan. A bunch of shops and other stuff. I don't know what the other stuff is. I don't know if people live out here or not, but something's going on here. This is Japan's northernmost restaurant. Although it's right beside another one, so what do I know? We have about 12 minutes until the bus comes, and as far as I'm concerned, it can come now. I don't know where everybody else went. All the people that were on my bus, I saw them buying the round-trip ticket, so I know they're going back with me, but wonder where they went. What if they went to eat something? I'm not hungry. Okay, well, there's the bus stop. Well, maybe you can wait in here. Here we go. the ride back is at least as dramatic as the ride here. Unbelievable. And we seem to have fewer people on this bus than we started with. Like, I don't think the taxi couple is here. Maybe some people blew into the ocean. Oops. You don't always come back with a full load from Cape Sōya. Arigatou. Okay, they just made an announcement that my train, which is scheduled to leave at 1:01 p.m., is scheduled to now leave at 13:40, so 1:40 p.m. But it's not canceled. You can watch an extended version of this video on my Patreon page. Thanks to the Patreon supporters who help make my videos possible, and who, for $1 a month, can watch videos at least a week before they're public on YouTube, and also get exclusive bonus material from my travels. Special thanks to Calvin Ferreira, David Richley, Jacob Fatz, Lever Wong, Michael Fedor, Nathaniel Holland, Omeyer, Ray Nichols, Samantha, and Will Phillips. Also, thanks to subscribers to my free weekly email newsletter who get links to new videos a day before they're published, plus behind-the-scenes info. Links are in this video's description. And thanks for wandering around with me.